Hello traders, very good afternoon. Today is the 25th of October. The current time is 4 p.m. IST. So this is Mathuram and welcome to today's episode of Market Analysis sponsored by Tradeducation. This is episode 22 and before I share my analysis, just to share a quick disclaimer that trading involves substantial risk and is not suitable for everyone. Also, all the information which I'm sharing is for the informational and the educational purposes only. So with that, let's see what happened today in Nifty, and let me just share my screen. So this is the Nifty daily chart, and yesterday in the video I shared that we need to see whether we are seeing any continuation to the downside. So that was the overall trade plan, which I had for trading Nifty. Today I did made a good trade, I would say good profits, but again, so I am still in Jodhpur. I am using my mobile data. I don't have proper internet connectivity here, so I was getting a lot of calls, and the internet was going on and off. So that's why I ended up in a loss. It was a very minor loss. So if you want to know what was the loss, you can go to the Google sheet which I've shared in the Telegram channel. Okay, so with that, let me quickly go to the market profile chart, and I'll share what were the reference areas which I was monitoring today. So the monitoring references were the yesterday's high, yesterday's close, and the yesterday's low. So today I was actually short right from the open, right from the beginning of the session. If you are following me on my Telegram channel, I did share that, and also I updated my website that I'm short in the trade, wherein I'm targeting the lows of yesterday. The reason why the overall trade plan of trading the short was from the volume profile chart. So what I was the reason I was short is, if you see, there are multiple peacock touches. So this is today's profile. So you don't consider this, but you just see. So there are multiple peacock touches. Also, this indicated me that this is a weaker reference. So we'll be taking this out. And I was expecting to clear the value area lows, which did not happen. But what had happened is, after reaching the 11,500. So this again is a psychological reference. After reaching this level, the auction reversed. So if you see, this is nothing but, so this was a trend day on the 17th of October. So whoever missed out buying here are the buyers. They are stepping in today. So this is what happened today from the volume profile chart. Now let me quickly share my short trade. So what happened is, when the auction opened, it got rejected, and again it came below. So when this came below, so somewhere around this level, 11,600 levels is where I shorted. But what happened is, after shorting at 11,600, the B period went high. So I was expecting, so I was just waiting whether it is taking out the high A period high or not. Because if it took out the A period high, it indicated that sellers are not strong, buyers are strong. And so this case did not happen. And then the auction was following as per my trade plan, and then it got cleared at the lows. So this was a pretty sharp, I would say a pretty aggressive move. And this was nothing but a stop hunting activity, because what I was seeing is, so this was a weaker low or a poor low, and this low was also clustered. So I shared yesterday that this low and this low are pretty close by. So what you need to do is, once the auction came back above this low, it indicated that buyers are strong. Buyers are strong. So once the auction reversed, this is where you could target to enter the long position, targeting the today's high. If you don't want to target today's high, maybe you can target the point of control of today. So this was so today I just took one trade. So I also took multiple trades, but because of the internet connectivity and all the issues, I did made a loss. It was small notion loss of minus 400 rupees, not a big deal. But lesson learned for me is, when you don't have better internet connectivity, don't trade. Just watch the market and share your analysis. Do not trade, because today I was, to be very honest with you guys, I was just holding my hands that I don't want to trade. I don't want to trade. But whenever I'm seeing a good opportunity, I just this fear, or maybe it's FOMO, or maybe it's the that I just want to be in the trade. So that's why I lost. I ended up in a small loss. So that is what happened in Nifty. So Monday is a holiday. I think Monday we have a bank holiday, and I would like to wish you all a happy Diwali and a happy New Year to you and to your family members. Do spend time. We have a long weekend ahead, so do spend time with your family, with your kids, with your friends, and enjoy. I think the markets. There is bank holiday on Monday, but yeah, it's Monday. There is some Diwali Murat, so nothing's going to happen on Monday. So let's see what happens on Tuesday. So for Tuesday, what I'll be monitoring is, so we have a poor high again, and the this is where the buyers started stepping in. So this is nothing but from the single print. This was a single print, and this is an HVN. So what I'm expecting is, if the open is if the open is above this poor high, it will take out this weaker reference, and again the auction will start going up. Or else, if the open is within the range, then it will take out the high, and then the auction will reverse. So these are the two scenarios which I'm expecting to happen for the Tuesday session. Let me quickly take you to the Bank Nifty chart and see what happened. So in the Bank Nifty, I shared that we are entering into a 3-day balance, and today it is look below the balance and fail, and the auction again entered within the yesterday's range, or within the balance range. So poor job done by the sellers, and the buyers are currently winning the auction. From the market profile chart, I was observing what is happening. So what is happening at the high, at the close, and at the low. So one quick thing is, when this A, B, C, D, E, F, and when the low breakdown happened, I was actually expecting it to clear all this single print zone. So what I was expecting is, I was expecting this zone to get cleared, which did not happen. In fact, it just reversed from the 18th October low. So that was a good indication of going long if you're trading Bank Nifty. So there was no continuation to downside. There was a failure to that. Also, single print. So this area, or this zone, acted as as a strong support, and that's where the buyers started stepping in, and then the auction reversed. So this is what understanding the context, and you could have taken a trade. So you could have waited the first half, and the second half you got a very good trade entry, taking out the high of today. So this is what would be my trade plan. So I did not trade Bank Nifty, but this is what my thought process was. And from as the auction is again back into the balance. So this is the close. So we need to see. So one area which I'm seeing is, we have got clustered highs. So I'm expecting this to clear the highs, and let's see what happens in the coming Tuesday. So this is what I'm expecting, because this is 1 week reference, which I'm seeing. Also, there is an LVN here. So if the price fails to go higher, and if it auction again comes back, then this is a good trade location to enter your shorts. So that's what my thought process for trading Bank Nifty is. Let me quickly now jump to the Reliance chart. So I am having some data issues. So after 11th of October, I'm not getting any data, but I'm getting the market profile chart. So what my observing areas were, the yesterday's high, yesterday's low, and the point of control. So if you see yesterday, it was more of a short covering rally, and what happened is, let me zoom in. Let me zoom in a bit. Let me clear all this, and yeah. So this is the high, and this is the low. So what happened is, the auction, this was the open. So it was open equal to high type of a scenario. And what would be your trade entry is, you just wait at this level. What is happening at this level? So we had this clustered highs, or poor high, but it got taken out in the last 3 periods. But so this was a good trade location, where you could have just waited. If the auction is not, if you are not seeing any continuation higher, then there is a good opportunity to go short, targeting the lows. But this also did not happen. What happened is, the auction, it just reversed at this level. So this level is nothing but this particular single print or double print zone where buyers started stepping in, and that's where it reversed. So Reliance again, it's more of a balanced profile. Uh, we we didn't see any follow through to the higher side, but right now the auction is just balancing, and there is a small excess wherein the sellers are again trying to step in, and this is today's close. So let's see for the Tuesday session. What I'll be seeing is whether we are seeing any continuation higher or whether it is trading in this range. Right now, I'm not seeing any weakness apart from this single prints, which are currently acting as a strong support. So this is what I'm thinking for the Reliance. Now let me jump to crude oil. So in crude oil, what is happening is we are again above the balance. We are again above the balance, and this is sort of forming a two-day balance. We are trading within the yesterday's range, so not a good sign, not a good clarity in terms of what's happening. So in the US session, what has happened is so this was the overnight session yesterday, and I shared that overnight high, overnight low, and overnight point of control. What is happening? So we have a R epoch, a reverse prominent, or our reverse prominent point of control. So this reference or this level will be getting cleared in a pretty short term or a short duration. Then we had a failure to go down below. So this indicated a good for going long. And right now there are this clustered a lot of weaker references, a lot of references here. And what is happening is the auction, the overnight session is currently developing around the point of control and the value area low. So crude oil, nothing much is happening. Only small speculators, they are just trying to sell at the highs and buy at the low. And overall, we still have again a balanced shape. So there's no clarity in terms of what's going to happen in crude. But if you trade in the overnight session, we have a 1 week reference, which is the poor high. So this will be one of the monitoring reference which I'll be having. I'll be having what is happening at the point of control and at this single print, because this is where the buyers have started stepping in. So let's see what happens in crude in the US session. So that is the overall trade plan which I have for crude oil. And with that, I would like to thank you, and please do like my video. Please do share it with your friends within your community, so that they can also understand about market profile, and they can also know what I'm trying to share from the market analysis videos. With that, so thank you guys, and happy Diwali and a happy New Year. And let's catch up again on Tuesday. Tuesday I'll be having some bandwidth, but I think I'll be regularly. I'll be getting regular time from the 4th of November. That is next week, next to next week. So with that, thank you again. Happy Diwali. Do burst a lot of firecrackers. Enjoy. Have a lot of food, and enjoy. So with that, thanks and bye for now.